Golf is a sport that is known for its sportsmanship, but there have been many high-profile feuds in the past few years. In today's video, we are going to take a look at some of the biggest feuds in golf. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Rory Sabatini vs Ben Crane. Ben Crane is a popular slow player and Rory Sabatini is a famous ball of rage, so when they were paired together 3 times at the 2005 Booz Allen Classic, it might have been more stunning if nothing happened. Sabatini made it all the way to the final holes on Sunday before blowing up, but on the 17th hole, after hitting his approach into the water, he lost his cool and walked up to the green before Crane had the chance to his second. When Crane hit, Rory chipped, putted out, and walked to the 18th tee without waiting for Ben. The feud in this case was more like a rare incident, for which Sabatini also apologized. It didn't last long, but it's explaining that even though Rory isn't the tour's most prominent player, a lot of his friends reacted sympathetically to his demonstration. Tommy Bolt vs Eric Brown. One man was nicknamed Thunder and the other one was called the Fiery Scott. They were matched up together in singles at the 1957 Ryder Cup, and after Brown took a 3-up lead, he guessed the American Bolt was playing slow on purpose. Brown won the match, and when Bolt told him he had not enjoyed it, Brown said, "I don't suppose you did, because even though you knew when the games were drawn that you never had an earthly hope of beating me." Afterward, Bolt took a shot at the English audience by saying, "Individually they are pretty nice folks, but get them together and they are about as unhappy a bunch of people as you could ever have the misfortune to run into in a supposedly civilized world." Sergio Garcia and Nick Faldo. This all started from the terrible 2008 Ryder Cup when Nick Faldo turned in the worst European captaincy in 40 years as the Americans ran a rough shot at Valhalla. Bad feelings about that loss were more sensitive in European circles than it might have looked from the outside, and it encouraged some serious soul-searching and a shift in how captains were selected for the team. In 2014, on the Golf Channel, Faldo responded to a comment about Garcia's Ryder Cup prowess by saying the Spaniard had been unnecessary in Kentucky. In later quotes, Faldo brought up Garcia's lack of passion resulting from his breakup with Greg Norman's daughter. While there was some argument at Glen Eagles, the really great line came 4 years later after Garcia won 3 points in Paris and became Europe's all-time Ryder Cup point leader. When asked how he felt, he said, "This means a lot to me. I have passed some of my heroes today," and Nick Faldo. Brooks Koepka vs Bryson DeChambeau. We live in a crazy digital age where narcissism and performative drama are the standard, so it would be tempting on the surface to downplay the Koepka-DeChambeau dispute as nothing more than 2 guys who don't like each other getting bored on Twitter or rolling their eyes on camera. 2 things make it different. First, both of them are very nice and both are major champions who are going to win more. Secondly, as far as we can tell, Koepka's move of semi-tacitly encouraging fans to heckle DeChambeau and rewarding those who do is amazing. In terms of being purposeful, it's the most aggressive thing we have seen or read about in golf. And it makes this dispute more personal and more explosive than it was just a series of tweets. Paul Azinger vs Seve Ballesteros. Here we have the opposite side of the feud range, where 2 men who are very similar end up butting heads due to their passions. In fact, their friendship started happily and would end with respect too, in the years after the fires cooled down. As Kurt Sampson relates in his book War by the Shore, during the 1988 US Open, Ballesteros encouraged Azinger in their final round pairing, trying to coach him to victory. At the 1989 Ryder Cup, after being told by teammate Curtis Strange to be suspicious of gamesmanship in their Sunday singles match, Azinger pulled the surprising move of refusing to allow Ballesteros switch out a scuff ball on the second green. Sampson said, "Is this the way you want to play today, Ballesteros?" And from that moment, their relationship was damaged. On the 18th hole of that match, Ballesteros protested a drop Azinger took out of the water, and while Azinger won 1-up, he was still sulking about the injustice after many years. What's your take on this topic? Tell us in the comment section below. With that being said, it's time to end our today's video. Press the like button and subscribe to our channel for more interesting stuff. Peace out.